I was in the hospital. In labor, with my daughter. Contractions 4 minutes apart. My phone buzzed. Security camera alert from my home office. I opened the app. My mother-in-law was in my office. With 2 men I didn't recognize. They were dismantling my desk, unplugging my computer, packing my work files into boxers. 12:47 p.m. I'd been at the hospital for 6 hours. She'd been in my house for 43 minutes. I watched her point to my filing cabinet. That goes in the garage. This room needs to be completely empty by tonight. My husband was in the delivery room with me, holding my hand. His mother had a key to our house for emergencies. This was not an emergency. This was theft, and she had no idea I'd installed a hidden camera 2 months earlier the day. She asked if my home office could temporarily become her son's bedroom. The calm verdict was about to be delivered. After I gave birth, with video evidence, with a locksmith, and with a very expensive lesson about boundaries, hook and credentials, 0:30 to 1:20. I didn't call her screaming from the delivery room. I didn't have my husband confront her mid. I saved the camera footage to cloud storage, sent it to my attorney, and continued breathing through contractions. They thought I was too distracted to notice, too vulnerable to fight back. They were about to learn I'm a freelance architect who works from that home office, who generates $140,000 a year from that space, and who documents everything. My name is Jessica Hartley. I'm 31 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon. I've been married to Ryan for 4 years, and for 3 of those years, his mother Patricia has been trying to run our household. For 8 months, I'd been politely declining her suggestions about our home, and on the day I gave birth to her granddaughter, she stopped suggesting and started taking. Hit subscribe to Calm Verdict Stories. Drop your city in the comments. If you've ever had a mother-in-law cross boundaries while you were at your most vulnerable, this story is for you, because sometimes the best response to a home invasion is a cloud-saved security recording they didn't know existed. Backstory 122, 4 o'clock. Ryan and I bought our house in Northeast Portland in 2020. 3-bedroom craftsman. 1 bedroom for us, 1 for the future nursery. 1 was my home office. I'm a freelance architectural designer. I work from home. That office has my drafting table, my high-end computer, my professional library, my client files. It's not a spare room. It's my workplace. Patricia, my mother-in-law, never quite understood that. You work from home, so you're always available, right? She'd say, dropping by unannounced at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. I'm working. On a deadline. Oh, it's just family. You can take a break. I couldn't. But I'd smile, offer her coffee, and try to get back to work. Ryan's younger brother, Marcus, is 26. He's had a series of transitional living situations. Roommate conflicts, lease issues, evictions. The family explanation was always the same. Marcus is just figuring things out. February 2024. I was 6 months pregnant. Patricia called. Jess, I need to ask you something. Marcus is between apartments again. Could he stay in your spare room for a few weeks? Just until he finds a place? Patricia, I don't have a spare room. I have my office and the nursery we're setting up. The nursery isn't even finished yet. He could stay there temporarily. We're not putting a grown man in our baby's nursery. What about your office? You work from home anyway. You could work at the kitchen table. My office has $15,000 worth of equipment. Client files. It's not a bedroom. So you won't help, family? I'm not giving up my workspace for an indefinite stay. She hung up. Didn't speak to me for 2 weeks. Escalation? 4 o'clock to 6:30. March 2024. Patricia started bringing it up to Ryan. Your brother really needs help. I thought family was important to you. Mom, Jessica works from that room. It's her office. She's about to have a baby. She won't be working for a while anyway. That room will just sit empty. Ryan tried to explain. Jessica's taking 6 weeks of maternity leave, then she's back to work. The office stays. April 2024. Patricia showed up with paint samples. I was thinking, once the baby comes, you might want to redecorate Marcus's room. I mean, Jessica's office, as a guest room. It's not becoming a guest room, Patricia. It's staying an office. We'll see. That phrase, we'll see. Like my workspace was a negotiation. Like my career was optional. April 28, 2024. I was 8 months pregnant. Patricia asked for a key to our house. Just for emergencies. What if you go into labor and Ryan can't get home in time? I need to be able to get in and help. Ryan thought it made sense. I was uncomfortable, but I was also hugely pregnant and tired of fighting. She got a key. May 15, 2024. I installed a security camera in my office. Hidden camera looks like a phone charger. Records to cloud storage, Mosh activated. I didn't tell Ryan. I just told myself it was for general home security. But I knew she'd try something. The labor, 6:32, 9 o'clock. May 22nd, 2024, 6:14 a.m. My water broke. Ryan drove me to the hospital. I texted Patricia, in labor, at OSU, will update when baby arrives. She responded, oh my God, on my way. 9:30 a.m. Patricia arrived at the hospital. Stayed for 30 minutes. I'll let you focus. Call me when she's here. She left. 12:04 p.m. My phone buzzed. Security camera alert. Motion detected in home office. I opened the app on my phone. Patricia was in my office. She wasn't alone. 2 men in their 20s. One was Marcus. They were carrying boxers. I watched Patricia point to my desk. Disassemble it carefully. I want it in the garage by 3 p.m. Marcus started unplugging my computer monitors. The other guy started taking books off my shelves. 12:23 p.m. They'd removed my desk chair, my drafting table, my filing cabinet. Patricia stood in the center of the now empty room. Perfect. Marcus, your bed will go along this wall. We'll get you set up tonight. I was having contractions every 4 minutes. Ryan was holding my hand, focused on me. I didn't say anything. I just saved the footage, sent it to my email, sent it to my attorney, Claire Denison, with the subject line, she's clearing my office right now, while I'm in labor. Claire responded in 3 minutes. Do not confront yet. Keep recording. Focus on delivery. We'll handle this after. The birth, 9 o'clock to 10:30 to 47 p.m. Our daughter Olivia was born. 7 pounds, 3 ounces healthy, beautiful. Ryan cried. I cried. We were exhausted and overwhelmed and in love. Las 4:15 página M. Patricia returned to the hospital. Brought flowers. Held the baby. She's perfect. You did such a good job, Jessica. She looked me in the eye. Smiled. Like she hadn't just spent the afternoon dismantling my office. I'll let you rest, she said. Ryan, walk me out. They left the room. I could hear them in the hallway. Patricia's voice. I took care of that situation at the house. Everything's handled. Marcus is all moved in. Jessica won't have to worry about anything. Ryan's voice. What situation? What are you talking about? The office. I cleared it out. Marcus needed the room. Jessica won't be working for months anyway. I did you both a favor. Silence. Then Ryan's voice. Louder. You did WHAT. I heard him come back into the room. His face was white. Jess. My mom says she cleared out your office. For Mark, she moved your stuff. Is that did you know about this? I pulled out my phone, showed him the camera footage. His mother, his brother, 2 hours of dismantling my workspace. I've been watching it since 12:04 p.m., I said calmly. While I was in labor, she used her emergency key to break into our home and give my office to Marcus. Ryan watched 30 seconds of footage, then walked out of the room. I heard him in the hallway. Get out. Leave the hospital. Don't come back. The strategic response 10:30 to 12:30 May 23, 2024. I was still in the hospital. Ryan went home. He called me at 10 a.m. Jess. Your entire office is in the garage. All of it. Desk, computer, files, everything. And Marcus has moved into that room. There's a bed, his clothes, his gaming setup. Take photos of everything. He did, Send me 47 photos. My office equipment in a garage. Marcus's belongings in my workspace. What do you want me to do? Ryan asked. Eleraske, call a locksmith. Change every lock on the house. Right now. Before I come home tomorrow. What about my mom's key? Especially your mom's key. Change everything. Today, he did it. All locks changed by 3 p.m. May 24th, 2024. I came home from the hospital with a 2-year-old baby. Marcus was in my former office. Patricia was in our living room. Welcome home, Patricia said. I set up Marcus's room while you were gone. Now you can focus on the baby without worrying about work. Get out, I said. Excuse me. Get out of my house. Ryan, tell Marcus he has 2 hours to remove everything from my office. If anything is missing or damaged, I'm filing a police report. Patricia laughed. You can't kick Marcus out. He lives here now. I arranged it with Ryan. No, you didn't, Ryan said. I never agreed to this. Mom, you need to leave. Now. The eviction 12:30 to 14:30. Patricia tried to argue. I have a key. I'm family. You can't just. The locks are changed, I said. Your key doesn't work anymore. And you don't live here. You broke into our home and removed my property without permission. That's theft and trespassing. Ryan, tell her she's overreacting, Mom. You cleared out Jessica's office while she was in labor. You stole her equipment. You moved Marcus in without asking either of us. Jessica's right. You need to leave. Patricia turned to Marcus. Tell them you're staying. Marcus looked uncomfortable. Mom, maybe we should just go. 2 hours later, my office was empty again. Marcus's stuff was gone. I spent the next 3 days reassembling my workspace. Most of my equipment was fine. My drafting table had a scratch. One monitor was cracked. I filed an insurance claim, documented the damage. Total, $3,800. May 28, 2024. Claire, my attorney, sent Patricia a letter. Summary. Unauthorized entry into private residence, removal of property without consent. $3,800 in damages. Conversion of workspace, loss of business use. Demand for reimbursement. $3,800 for damaged equipment. Formal notice. No contact. No visits. No use of previous keys. Legal action if reimbursement not received in 14 days. June 4, 2024. Patricia sent a check for $3,800. With a note, I was only trying to help family resolution las 2:30 de la tarde END, June through November 2024. Patricia did not visit, did not call, communicated only through Ryan. December 2024. Christmas approaching. She asked Ryan if she could visit. To see Olivia. I miss my granddaughter, Ryan asked. Me, what do you think? She can visit. With rules. Supervised visits only. She doesn't get a key. Ever. She doesn't enter without one of us present. And if she violates any boundary, she's done. Christmas Day 2024. Patricia visited for 2 hours. Brought gifts, elt the baby. Stayed in the living room. She did not ask to see my office. Did not mention Marcus. Did not suggest anything about our home. Before she left, she pulled me aside. I'm sorry, Jessica. I really am. I thought I knew what was best. I was wrong. You broke into my home while I was giving birth. I know. I'll never do anything like that again. I didn't say I forgive you. I just said, we'll see. January 2025. Olivia is 8 months old. My business is back on track. My office is fully restored with an upgraded security system. Patricia visits once a month. Supervised. Respectful boundaries enforced. If you've made it this far, drop a comment. Tell me your city. Tell me if you've ever had a family member violate your space while you were vulnerable. Mother-in-law boundary violations are real. Home invasions by family members happen. But security cameras don't lie. Attorneys enforce rights, and locks can always be changed. My name is Jessica Hartley. I'm 32 years old. I'm a freelance architect, a mother, and someone who learned that family doesn't mean unlimited access to your home. They thought I was too distracted during labor to notice. They thought gratitude would override anger. They thought I'd just accept my workspace being taken. They were wrong. Primera staged calm. I saved the footage. I changed the locks. I sent the attorney letter, and I set boundaries that will never be crossed again. The verdict is always calm. The camera always records, and emergency keys are for emergencies, not redecorating projects. Protect your boundaries. Install your cameras. Change your locks. And never give someone access to your home if you don't trust them with your most vulnerable moments. My mother-in-law forgot about the camera. I made sure she'd never forget what happened next.